Well, me old gaming darlings, I hope you are all keeping well. This is a very first time of doing the game streaming here. So apologies if it's a little bit rough on edges, but I'm sure that if you join me on this live video, then of course, I'm sure that you'll be able to enjoy it from wherever you are. For those of you who don't know me, I am Re-Pac and welcome you all to this live stream channel. So we are going to be playing through to the whole second world of Treetops on Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac. The nice thing that I've noticed through is that when you're trying to confirm the game on YouTube, that what you are recording or streaming for, there's no Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac, but there's a Pac-Man World 2. But they put the ending for 2025, and then of course the imagery, it comes up with the original PlayStation 2. I think, did the original Pac-Man World 2 come out for PlayStation 2, or was it for the very first PlayStation? I'm not too sure on that one. But furthermore into this live stream, the main purpose of this is that, of course, we are currently at 82 subscribers, and of course I've set up with my personal goal, and this took a bit of confidence to sort of boost it all up, but I'm making it as a personal goal to try and make it as 100 subscribers. Now that's nothing in regards to the YouTube world, because of course to be able to be monetized you have to achieve on the subscribers of at least 500. But it's moments like this when you're trying to broaden the channel out and of course work your way up. It's all what they say, you know, good practice makes perfect in some aspects, I suppose. But if you do subscribe to whilst streaming and you are a new subscriber, then of course the channel gets notified, and of course I will give a shout out as well. So I am trying to monetize it. So if I don't say anything too soon, then I apologize in advance. But of course, secondly as well is that tipping donation is not required. I will make this absolutely clear. Tipping and donation is not required. But should you feel that you enjoyed it and you did want to give a little something, then of course this is highly appreciated. You can go through to the description of this live video, or even on the information link on this channel of RioGamer88 to progress through onto tipping. And of course it will be notified, and of course you will be getting a shout out as well, to just a show of my appreciation of your support. Now, just to be clear, that the tipping has been set up to British pounds in regards to setting up the accounts for PayPal and which everything else, just so that there was no sort of extra costing fees involved into that matter. But if you are tipping from another country, then do double check on your currency conversion before proceeding. But as I say, the tipping is not required, but if you do, thank you so much in advance. So of course, as I normally say, me old gaming darlings, less of the waffling and more gaming. So of course, as I say, we are going through Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac, and we've already done stage 2 of 1, which was be doing with. Now, Treetops in particular is quite a lot of platforming and jumping action involved, but it's not as intimidating as it is, because if you are playing on fairy mode, which is what we currently are now, there's a lot of assistance involved in regards to the shadowing, where there's a highlighted ring on the shadowing form for where Pac-Man goes to land. And of course that you don't get hit. Now the only way that you can personally die is that if you was to be submissively crushed, or you had fallen into a pit. But of course we're going to try and do this stream in regards to more of completing 100% of what we can do for the missions, as well as completing for the level, but as of course no death. So is going to be a little bit of a challenge, regardless of what mode. It's probably more difficult for if you are on the normal modes, because as I say, it is fairy mode. But anyways, we are going to be doing 2 of 2, and which of course is Treewood Forest. We are going to be going through the mission modes and see what there are. So as you can see through, if we was to complete all the missions, we unlock a costume. And of course it's known as Handy Pack, and the reward is Cowboy. And now it's a cowboy mainly on the hat, dignifyingly, but you do get the odd, I think that looks like cowboy boots styled for his feet. However, the cowboy hat is going to be red themed. And to be able to unlock this, you have to collect all the fruits. You then have to also destroy all the crates. And that is you actually destroying the crates and not let something else destroy it, because it will pick on that. And then of course lastly is to obtain a bronze medal or higher in time trial mode. Now to be able to do time trial mode, you have to complete the level first before doing so. So however, without further ado, less of the waffling and more gaming.
Let's go!
And of course here we are. It's not too bad actually, it's quite colourful in all aspects. Kind of makes me feel like I want to go into a tree holiday. And we've got our first fruit, which is a cherry. Now, to be able to confirm through of what fruits we've got. So there's 7 cherries, 4 strawberries, 5 oranges, 4 apples, 5 melons, and 2 gashapons. Now, the melons in particular are the more difficult ones. And I don't think we can actually cross over. I mean, we can try, but if I die, I die. Kind of like, what was that, Rocky 4, wasn't it, with the Russian boxer? But if he dies, he dies. So you see what I mean with the shadow ring through, and I don't think there is any, and no, it is not worth it. But it's alright. So, and you can't destroy them barrows either, because they're literally just NPC assets. So here we go through all this rickety bridge. And wait, there's a little bit of a chainsaw here. Probably best to do a butt bounce just so that you don't get into the way of that chain. I don't have a fear of heights, don't get me wrong. But when you look down at something like that, it does make you feel a little bit scared in a sense. So try not to look down too much if you can. So of course jumping across through, and then of course we come across our red air trampoline ones. Now the red air ones, they don't give you too much bounce.
Tasty!
But if you wish to do a perfect butt bounce, then it does help give that extra bit of boost. The ones that do the higher butt bounce on these trampolines are the blue coloured ones, but which of course
Yummy!
we'll get to these two first. So we've actually got a few fruits, me old gaming darling. So we're actually doing alright for the first part of it. So of course, seeing these little orange tick ones, those are your checkpoints. So of course they've placed the cherry right next to the chainsaw bit, so I'm hoping that this don't knock me off as I do so. So
Yummy!
well done, Pac-Man. Nice one, my son. I don't think there's any more steps apart from that chain there. So, oh, nearly does it. Nearly does it, but we got there safely. Don't ever touch chainsaws because that's very dangerous. Was it just me, or did I see something lurking in there? I'm pretty sure it was, and I'm hoping that it don't try to come out to knock through. So you see a railing like this, and of course, oh, that's a bit dangerous. So try not to heavily jump too much, on the railing because it's going to make you want to continue through to the log. So just side grapple across, and of course you should be able. But I've noticed that there is a platform there, and you're probably going to be wondering, well, how are we going to get there? Well, we need to actually get over to one of the top tree trunks there. So without further ado, keep butt bouncing, and you get to this log platform here. There's another apple here. An apple a day keeps the ghosts away. Well, in this game terminology. Now, should you see a gold coin like this here, the Pac coin, these are going to be helpful if you wanted to collect the gashapons. Oh, a nice little. I'd say if you're into collecting gashapons, then of course this will be important for you for when you're making the collection. And if you do, I don't know what would happen if you get all of the collections. You probably get a PlayStation trophy out of it, or whatever trophy system you're on, depending on which gaming console you're playing on. So just to confirm, we are actually playing on the PlayStation 5. And keep these little devils there. That should be good to go. Now, I've just realised something. There is a melon over there. But how to get there is another question, and I've got this gut feeling that we have to go further all the way back down to get to it. Now, as I say, the melons are going to be quite difficult to get to. But I'm going to, instead of going all the way through each platform, I am going to literally dare it to go straight to that log there. So, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
And with the R1 button, just hold it down. And until you see this shadowy figure, like as you see here, and we're good to land. Regardless of height, Pac-Man doesn't take any hits for when you are... He doesn't take any hits depending on how far the distance he goes down.
Yep.
I don't think this will be enough. But just to play it safe, is it going to be enough? Yes! Oh yes! We've managed to shortcut all of that.
Tasty.
But as you can see, we get 1,000 points for each melon that we find. So, and I think that was the very first one. I wonder what this switch is going to do. Well, that pretty much helps shortcuts it all the way up there. Will it take us back up though? That is the question. It's taking us back to the top here, so that's actually quite nice. But because we've missed out quite a few things there, I am gonna make my way to the top here. Butt bounce over. Big butt bounce actually. Don't be shy if you're watching this, me old gaming darlings. Do not fear of not commenting. Be part of this amazing community and drop a comment. I do love watching feedback or anything else, so I won't be able to type as much during gameplay, but of course I will be able to answer as much questions as I can by glancing it through, because I can see the messaging live. I think any YouTuber can actually, to be fair. But anyhow, so get over this speed bump, and of course we need to rev roll. Holding down the triangle button, line yourselves up. And no, you didn't just try to hit me. But luckily he didn't, he was at a very safe distance. So of course, one more time. Don't think there was anything else that we missed in here. No. Well, good. And of course, one more time with the rev roll. take into consideration of that thing. Oh, I see nothing secret down there. What's this? And by the way, this is my first time I'm playing the level, so it's not as if I'm going in pre-advance of knowing where everything else is. So this is all fresh and new. Oh, look at all these pellets here. Huh. Well, it would have taken us to the melon, of course. How silly of me to have gone all the way of trying to shortcut. Now, if you wanted a talent shot, then of course you can, but there, of course, is an easier way. Supposedly so. So, 3, 2, 1, let's eat all its pellets now! Wagga 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 wagga. That would have made me lose for I should know that one, but maybe I should try doing it longer, but of course. Anyway, so we've already got the melon here, so we need to butt bounce our way back. And as doing so, we're back to where we was. So there's nothing else underneath here, so we can just butt bounce. Perfect butt bounce over if you want to feel safe. But be careful that there is nothing underneath here, so be careful when going off course. Oh, nearly. Oh, that was not nice. Of course, luckily, it didn't actually push us off. I thought it was, to be fair. So as you can see through, there is a hand railing there. I don't think it matters which way you want to progress, but there may be something that we can grab hold of first. It could be a hidden fruit. And would you look at that, of course, there is a melon at hand. So, of course, remembering that one of our missions is to actually, of course, destroy all crates. Now, the best way of doing this is, of course, when you're in particular areas like so, jump, and when the crates do smash, don't think you need to be in the same spot where the fruit lands, because of course the fruit will automatically come to you. So don't overthink too much on positioning and where you've got to be. And of course we're at another checkpoint, and we're at a little mini maze. So of course, to be able to succeed in getting all of the ghosts, we of course need to get over to the power pellets. Now, you can jump as Mega Pac-Man, so do take your surroundings a bit into consideration. But of course you've got the green ghosts that will throw arrows at you, and of course these I think they're purple. I don't think they're blue. These purple ghosts are they will just chase you. So of course, 3, 2, 1.
Mega Pac-Man!
That's the second ghost already. Let's get to the third one. Now we need the fourth one. Oh, just in the nick of time with that one. Boom! We've got all the ghosts here. Now, of course, you don't actually get anything unlocked. You do actually just get points, in all fairness. But if you're ever needing to complete a mission and it required you to do a certain amount of points, then of course it is ideal that you complete these mazes so that of course you can help accomplish your mission. For the sake of it,
Eat 'em all!
power pellets of course we will have. Power pellets of course are 45 points, whereas the normal pellets are 5 points. And that's all of them there. Now, we haven't got any point missions, but so far, 9,755 is pretty awesome, to be fair. Now, there's a cherry there, and there is a bat. As well as the chainsaw. So, we've got the cherry, that's one thing. Managed to get rid of the bat and not touching the saw, not falling off. Good lord. So of course we managed to get there safely and sound. So be careful where you're kicking or jumping through me, old gaming darlings. So, of course, managed to jump through on this landing.
Tasty.
And there's only one chainsaw. And by the way, when it comes to crates, it's not just the fruits that automatically
Yeah!
it is actually, of course, pellets as well. Any item that you get. I don't think you can go further up from there. I do not believe. No. Because we have to go through to the other platforms from up there. So, not to worry. So, just jump down here. And we've got our checkpoint right here, we are going darling. So,
Tasty.
we're nearly there with the actual apple fruit collecting. So we only need one more cherry, one more strawberry, 2 oranges, another apple, and 3 more melons, and 2 gashapons. Now the only way you're going to get the gashapons, I will note that you have to get them from unlocking the chest, from where the chests require you to open them if you've collected all of the certain fruits. So far we haven't got a chest, so don't panic. I'm sure we will come to one eventually. Just kick that across, and yes, we've got ourselves a pack token. Now with the pack tokens, just as a reminder that should you have 3 pack coins, then of course you are entitled to open up a gashapon. Now you may have noticed that there is a melon up there, so how are we going to do this is another question. I think super butt bouncing, like perfect one that we've done here, just managed to get it, and that means that we only need 2 more melons. But we will get there. We will get there. There's another pack token here. Let's get that, why not? So of course, I'm presuming. No, that's not going to be enough. No, it's not letting us grapple as well. So there's got to be another way of doing this. So we might have to press on the switch here. Now you may have noticed that there was actually 2 different directions that we could go for. That being said, we can continue on the adventure towards the goal over there, or we can go further across the tower, like so, to go over to the ramps. Double check every area that you can if possible, so then that way, you know you've covered yourself. Let's go over to this platform here. Why not? Butt bounce over, and that's fine. Now I did a super butt bounce in case there was anything hidden further up above. So of course, let's rev roll over here. Whoa, nearly. Should be careful with your speeding. And of course, one more time. Well, luckily the bat, I would say, the bat helped us. But we still need to kick him to get the points. Politely speaking, even though that's not part of the mission. But of course, let's continue on. Another box in the air.
Yummy.
And that's an orange. We now one left with the orange. So of course, where are we to go? Now there is a handrail there. Now, is it worth it? I reckon so, but I don't think this is a safe area for us to drop down on.
Tasty.
And we've now got all the strawberries, which is blooming awesome. And it looks like there is in fact a melon down there. If you could just see that off a glance, me old gaming darlings. But first and foremost, let's get the actually no, we will get that melon. So I think the way to best do this is, of course, we do a little jump down or just walk across, but make sure that you are in line of where the cave is of that log. So 3, 2, 1, go. So of course we're just about roughly there, and we should be able to make it in time. And would you look at that? Yes, we're there. So all you need to do is just walk on over. Don't have to be fast. Just go over towards the rail, and boom, there we go. And so I just wanted to double check and make myself that I was safe from continuing up the back bounce. So we've got all of our oranges. Oh no! Oh no, that's not good. So we must remember to find the 5th orange and come back. There's me hoping. There's nothing else around here. There isn't. But isn't any oranges at heart. So the only way we're going to be able to do this is, of course, when we do get the orange, is remembering to come back. But don't worry, it shouldn't be at too great difficulty. There we go. Waka 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 waka. Super waka on that, me old gaming darlings. And of course, it actually brings us to where we was originally. But there's nothing else really until we actually find the 5th orange. So drop all the way down as you can. And we have to, of course, bounce our way through. I don't think there was anything that we even missed. No, there wasn't. Tip of the day: don't stand too long on these platforms, the trampolines, because they will move at an angle and they could potentially roll you off. So just take that into consideration, me old gaming darlings. And of course, we're at this checkpoint. So we're at the checkpoint here. And obviously we can't go over there because of the directional way the ramps have gone through. So we need to, of course, red roll. Get that in line. And of course 3, 2, 1. And we stopped. Which is quite a bit of a safety belt really, to be all fair. 3, 2, 1. We've got the bat. But we're a fruit down. Where are these fruits then? Honestly, I really don't know. Something tells me that there could be along the pathway here that we have to go down. You don't have to be that anal of go to the 3rd log down. Just make yourself feel comfortable at where you think you can reach to this platform here. And of course, down for the 2nd one.
Yep.
We perfect bounce across. And then of course, we go for this one here. And and nothing else across as well. But there we go. Where does that take us to? Oh, now there's an apple and there is a cherry. How convenient. But there's still no orange. We must remember to find that orange. And of course, without further ado, let's rev roll. Oh no! Oh dear! So unfortunately, I can't claim 100%. I can't claim no deaths on this one. So unfortunately, that was really, really bad of me. So how are we going to do this is another question.
Yummy.
And to be able to do this, you've got to go right at the edge. Unfortunately so. Unfortunately so. I must remember that the orange is right there. But without further ado,
Yummy.
we've got the cherries here. Nicely done. And what did we actually get out of it? I think, did we not get another fruit or a gashapon? I think we got a gashapon out of that. So let's continue along the way. Nicely done with that one. Yeah, if I don't say so myself. So of course, scroll along through here. And of course jump across the platforms here, as you can see. Nearly head face into the chainsaw, and that's a big no-no. Never put your face near a chainsaw. No. I don't think I could see any other fruits across the platforms here, so it's fine. Run across along this suspended bridge. And it looks like we're in for a bit of an on-chain descent from here. So what we need to do, jump down here, go across, or did we need to go through the other way around? Well, you can be smart about it and just go. Which I know some people are going to say, well, that's lacking the creativity. But we've got all the melons. See what's happening here. So that, of course, is just another handrail to go across here. But it's not all over yet. Though that did we get all the melons? Yes, we did. But we haven't got all the oranges. So where is that other orange then? That's what's got me going. And I don't think you can offset jump over these. Oh dear. How sad. I suppose never mind, but that's just, oh dear, that's really not good. So we need to find out where we've left this orange then. Because that's just really baffled me as to how that's come about. Yeah, we've got all the cherries there. We've got all the melons. nothing else really.
Yep. Whoa! Yeah!
If anybody should know where this orange was, then do let me know. Gotta be around somewhere. Makes no sense.
Here we go!
Mate, something don't seem right there. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick toiletry break, me old gaming darling. So if you just bear with me a moment, I do appreciate you all joining me. So just bear with us a second. I'll be with you all shortly. Right, wake up Pac-Man. Sorry about that, me old gaming darling. So, I think we're going to have to go all the way back and trace our footsteps as to what has been missed.
Yep.
'Cause I'm not really too sure on anything.
Yep.
Okay, I may be fast forwarding this all, but I'd rather start from the beginning. Just be safe no matter. Luckily I remember there was a jumping platform right there. Maybe not.
Yep. 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 Here we go.
At least we're shortcutting our way back through. But of course, you don't get any extra points if you've already done these. Oh my goodness me. How on earth did I miss that? If you're watching this, comment stupidity orange below. I cannot believe how this did not get noticeable when I first started it off. Oh dear God. I think I was too fully focused on the first melon, to be fair, but anyways. So it looks like we're going to have to perfect bounce across and go through.
Yummy.
And we've now got all the oranges, but that does mean we have to go all the way back. So,
Yep.
safely does it here.
Yeah.
Mine the platform with the chainsaw. Might as well just go for it.
Yeah. Yep.
And we've got all the fruits now and the gashapons, which is quite nice actually, to be fair. Just safely run across in the air, like so.
Yep.
Don't let go until now.
Whoa.
And then that way, climb across like so. Butt bounce on the trampoline. And then that way, start going, heading our way back.
Yeah.
But just remember to go for the orange chest. Well, with that being said, I doubt that I'll forget this time. When you want to stop rev rolling, after you've landed, just hit that X button, just so it makes it a bit of a formality break. I think we can come all through here.
Yep.
I think just shortcut through on the chainsaws.
Whoa. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Just like that, we did so.
Yep.
Ooh, does it. And then of course,
Yep.
get to that platform. Just keep running until we get to this ledge here. And then of course,
Yep.
run in the air. Keep close to the log so that you shortcut yourself to the highest point where possible, like so. Jump over any oncoming trains, chainsaws, and then of course we're getting very closer towards
Yep.
the orange chest. Just like that. And then one more time. And there is the orange chest. And would you look at that, we've managed to actually unlock the maze for doing so. So this is why I know I'm being anal about this, but it's always good to just double check that you look everywhere. I still am baffled of missing that first orange. I don't think I'm going to make that ledge in time. But be a bit of a funny landing. We're in the safe spot anyway, so.
Yep.
Just over. We'll get there shortly. Yeah, we're all good to go, me old game darling. Super butt bounce that. We'll try to get over to that platform there. The red trampoline, red air trampoline. Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
No, we need to rev roll these. There he does it. 3, 2, 1. Butt bounce our way through. Why not? It's a butt bouncing game. Pac-Man's up for it. Careful with that chain, and then nicely done. Over the suspended bridge. One more rev roll. Go on now. 3, 2, 1. Boom! And there we have it.
All right.
We actually managed to do that 100%, but unfortunately I can't claim no deaths because of the incident. So apologies on that failure, but then again, we do have well 2 of 3 to go through. Oh, golden cherry, nice. Now, if you wanted to know about the rarities when you collect the gashapons, is that if you get a blue gashapon, it's a common one. If you get a purple one, it's a more rarer one. If, however, you get a red one, that's literally super rare. And of course we got ourselves a golden blinky as well. All very happy with that. So as you can see on the missions, we actually managed to complete 2 of them, but missing the one. But understandably, as said through, is that we could only do the time trial once we completed this stage first time round. So I think without further ado, let's complete the time trial on this. So of course, to be able to complete the time trial, if we do this in under 1 minute and 45 seconds, then of course we'll be able to do gold. If it's silver, then of course we have to complete this in under 2 minutes and 32 seconds, 0.30 of a second. If you manage to get bronze, you have to complete the stage under 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Now, do be careful. If whatever game mode that you are completing this through, you don't get additional time for any hits that you occur. I think it's on the deaths maybe, but on whatever mode, I think if you're on fairy mode, I think it does tend to add about 36 seconds on. So you want to try and really do this in under 5 minutes, just so that you're safe scoping the time difference. Sorry, my left contact lens is a bit. Playing silly buggers there. Sorry about that. So, but of course, the high score is that you don't have to worry about the scoring. But if you want to do this for fun, if you think you can do better than 16,860 points, and of course leave a comment down below me, our gaming darlings. So of course, without further ado, let's do the time trial on World Tour 2. So of course, to be able to do the time trial, randomly collect these, is of course go to the stopwatch and try to collect these whilst moving maneuverably quite quickly on the map. If you're able to do so, then of course this is where the times come in. It can be really helpful. Oh, nearly does it. No, that was poor performance there. So of course, I really don't want to get penalised for this, and I know what you're going to say is restart. Now, there's no shame in this of the matter, but I think we need to be able to do this in at least 5 minutes without being penalised for the death thing. So. Of course, we have to go along the handrail here. Oh, nearly. Drop down. You're gonna have to forgive me, guys, because one doesn't want to die like that in the first attempt. Oh, he nearly took my arse out, to be fair. I wouldn't worry too much on the ghost. You ain't gonna get any extra time lock-ins on the matter, so fine. Run. Nearly. No, that's many times. Ah, shucks. Nearly does it there. I think we're doing alright for time so far. So of course, as you can see through, we've just about, I think we're 2/3 into this.
Yeah!
I don't think there is anything else left really. And we're there. We're actually there. So, Pac-Man, come to that. But, with that being said, you see what I mean about the whole timing. So, we actually managed to get bronze out of this. I'm very happy with that. So, of course, we completed all our missions on World 2, Stage 2. And of course, we've unlocked a costume. It kind of looks like Pac-Man is doing a fancy dress as Woody, but with the blue gloves and blue boots. Blue gloves and blue boots, my old darlings. Ah. So of course, we can actually make some progress to the next world. So of course, the next one is Butane Plain. Now, what mission is going to be live for us now, you reckon? Well, we need to collect all the fruits. We have to defeat all the enemies. And of course, there's another time trial mission of bronze medal or higher. Now, again, defeating all the enemies, if there's any explosive characters that they self-destruct, you have to destroy them. You can't let them self-destruct. You have to destroy them because otherwise it will not count. So of course, what do we get as a reward? Is a handy pack cowboy pink. Personally, I'm not a pink lover for Pac-Man. Each to their own, I suppose. But anyways, without further ado, let's waffling and more gaming.
Let's go!
As I say, guys, feel free to drop a comment or anything if you have got any theories or questions or feedback to give.
Yummy.
That would be awesome. And plus, if you are new to ReGamer88, hit that subscribe button because we are trying to achieve 100 subscribers. But I can't see any hidden fruit. And I certainly don't want to repeat that mistake. Like last time with the orange on the level 2. So, let's crack on. That suspended bridge does make me feel like it wants to, snap or suspend off. Now, you're gonna have to be careful here with the flight. But if you notice, there's a metal pack pallet box in there. So of course, it is time restraint. We have to take our jumping into consideration because we are now heavy.
Yummy!
But as you may have noticed, when we was metal, we can walk over these flags. So when we're not heavy or metal pack, but when we're not metal Pac-Man, we can only go on the stove that is not lit. So we are restricted.
Tasty!
Already halfway there with the apple, so that's pretty cool to be fair. So you see what I mean here. So if we're going to get this crate, we're going to have to, of course, go to that metal pallet box. There. Well, it's not a box anymore. But we're going to need that milk.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Just a little bounce like that. And away we go. Are we going to get there in time?
Yummy!
And just about, I say, we managed to get a strawberry. So what we going to need for the fruit? So there's 7 cherries to grab. 4 strawberries, 4 oranges, 4 apples, 6 melons this time and not 5, but there's still 2 gashapons. So let's be on a eagle-eye game and see if we can get all the fruits without making any hiccups. There's a number 1 platform, that's interesting. Oh no, those are just pellets. But it does make me wonder what is inside there. But number 1, so where was number 2? Oh, it's all the way at the beginning. And I noticed that all the fruits, all the flames have gone out. But I'm going to shortcut this. That's not me being an arse, It's just trying to save time for you all, because I appreciate if there's some of you that are still watching this, then I appreciate this with pure sincerity. Pure sincerely. Okay. That's not very good English, I believe. Make it, yeah. It's probably just a bad habit from where I'm used to seeing the flames. So, where does this take us to? All the way back to the top. But I noticed that that metal cage is now open. So I think, just to be on the safe side, in case something happens, I'm going to eat that little bit.
Here we
I'm
go!
going to eat this across. Oh, there's a strawberry involved in that as well. Oh no, it's an apple. Beg your pardon. I can tell that I don't know too much of my fruits. I thought that was open, but apparently it's not. Interestingly enough. Now, I'm not going to rev roll because Pac-Man's going to feel he's not going to make it. So, wait till he's off. 3, 2, 1, go! Massive butt bounce off of that platform. Is this the end or something? I'm going to keep an eye on this area just for pure scope, just in case. I don't think we want to do that just yet, in case, because I think this leads to something else or extra. So, okay, let's rev roll back this up through here. Because I think we could be onto something of a few extras. If we just drop down, like so.
Tasty!
And we've got all the apples already, and if you hadn't noticed, there's the apple chest right there. So, bamboozle on that one, me old darlings. So, here we go. Do we have to grab onto that, or can we just walk that across? We can, if you're feeling confident and daring. Otherwise, you can just jump across that. But there we go, 4 apples, and we've unlocked ourselves some maze. That's amazing! It's a lovely little funny quote that I love sharing with my dad on that. Amazing! Oh! Didn't realise that box had an enemy there. Nasty little buggers. Who packed you in? Definitely not Pac-Man, and it certainly wasn't Mickey Mouse either. So back onto that platform. Where's that going to take us? Oh, back over here. That's quite nice. So then it continues on to the main scroll. I say scroll through. Climb for a cross. Here we go. Butt bounce over. Well, hey. There's our first checkpoint over here. I don't think there was anything else hidden bleeding or anything, so I think we're doing good. We're doing good timing. We're doing good timing. If anything, we haven't touched anything yet. It's just the oranges and the melons and the gashapons. But we've already completed the apples, so nothing too out of it. But anyways. Noticing that the blue air trampoline is in play.
Whoa!
A bit of height, I must admit. But I'm noticing something hidden across the pathway. I think we should dare ourselves to do it.
Yummy!
Well, there's our strawberry. It's the second one.
Tasty!
And then there's our first orange. Right there. Move that chain out of the way. And then, of course, 3, 2, 1. Where's this going to take us? I wonder.
Tasty!
And we got our first melon, ladies and gentlemen. So that's pretty awesome. To the gaming darling Max. Because why not? So back onto that platform there. It's going to push us all the way back to where we first was before going to that secret pathway. Nicely done.
Yummy!
Got orange there.
Yep.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, never play with fire when it comes to jumping. That is no good. No good. I don't think we can even bounce much with Metal Pac-Man.
Yeah!
Can't really, but I've noticed that there's something far up here.
Yep.
I don't think it's enough. No, it certainly isn't. But I'm really curious. Really, really am. But I think we need to go all the way back.
Yep.
Maybe not, actually, considering that there was a speed ramp right there. But bounce just to make sure you've got decent air.
Yep.
This is going to be a little bit dangerous because we've not got the metal pellet.
Yeah.
There's only just pellets there, so steady across. Woo. That was a well-heated situation. But anyways.
Yep.
I think we just managed to get right enough amount of air to walk through. Come on, you've got this, Pac-Man. Way! And you have me, old darling. Me old Pac darling. Ha! But anyways, rev roll all the way. And of course we've got ourselves some more pellets. I'm hoping there's a fruit along the way.
Tasty!
And there's a melon, that's our second melon. We've got ourselves a Pac coin, which is quite cool. I think we have to rev roll these so we can go back to the bottom of this.
Whoa! Yep.
Just enough time. Oh, just about. Just about.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep. Whoa!
Yep, we definitely didn't get any failures on that one, so of course, kick the spider, why not? There's no more hidden fruits or anything in the area, so it's safe to actually go on through. Now, this does look like we can only roll down. I don't think we can run it, so if we do... Oh dear, we've missed the fruit. That's never good. Have no fear, just butt bounce all the way across if you wanted to get everything in sight.
Tasty.
I was worried that I'd had to awkwardly restart that one, but luckily we didn't have to. So, well, hey, how are we doing for comments? Okay, not too bad. There's 20 of you viewing. That's pretty awesome. No comments, I'm afraid, but that's alright. Eventually I'll get a comment. But more importantly is that you guys are enjoying the video. Those that are still watching. So
Tasty.
that was our first cherry and that's the second one. Ooh, careful Pac-Man. And there's a fine type right there. It. I can imagine how difficult this is going to be for when we do the trial, the time trial mode on this. It's really fun.
Yummy.
We've got a third orange, so we only need
Yummy. Tasty.
one more than that one. Oh, flipping hell! I wish that chainsaw stopped sawing my arse. But if you happen to have noticed, okay, we're coming across a maze. There's two fruits there, a strawberry and a melon. This is going to be difficult. I've never known Mega Pac to fit on these ropes. But I think it's safe to do it on the bigger platforms up ahead. So, without further ado, 3, 2, 1...
Mega Pac-Man!
Well, we got all the ghosts, and you know my game face was on serious mode there. I think, is it worth chancing it, maybe? Well, you could go across it, but it just didn't feel right. It really, really didn't.
Tasty.
There's 3 of the strawberries. I think we're pretty much one of each at some point, but we haven't got through to a chest yet. So there's got to be some in due course.
Yep. Yummy.
So of course we've got 2 melons left to go. It's going to be in here. Oh, it's just more pellets. There goes a Pac-Bat. I think that's what they're called, Pac-Bats. We've got a blue air trampoline.
Yeah. Yep.
No fruits on these, it's just pellets, so... anything else off screen, so there's nothing to worry about here if you've gotten this far.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another numeric platform. So, Number one has got to be probably at the top here with some flames involved. So, with that being said, let's let ourselves make our way up. But I've got a feeling, noticing that there's a handrail there, there's probably a hidden fruit there. More likely a melon. But let's just get to our first platform. Good lord, I thought I was going to miss that. So that's the first one there. And with our helpful polka dots, with all our helpful pellets here, it will guide us all the way back through here. Not forgetting about that hidden platform there. So let's airwalk over there.
Yep.
Nope. There's nothing special about it. Ah, there was me getting excited that there would be a special fruit. That's a bit of a con. Bandai-Namco, what have you got to say for yourself on that? I'm most disappointed. Oh, that's nice, and the platform's coming from there. So we need to rev roll all the way up. We're not rolling, but we're just sort of revving it. And of course, that's going to bring us all the way back up to over at the top there. Noticing that there was a spider, so we kick it.
Tasty.
And we've got all the cherries. So that is a super fantastic bamboozle on that one. Oh, nearly does it. Nearly does it, me old darlings. Well, at least we're at this platform. We get a pack token. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Not bad. That was on purpose, by the way. That wasn't really throw dry there. So I think we need to somehow propel ourselves over. So we need to go to this platform here. And bounce along like so. And kick that backpack straight in the nuts. Well, I don't think he did actually, can he? Let's just be honest. But anyways, continuing on through. I think what I'm quite interested to know is that I know there's mixed opinions of different YouTubers the way they do for gaming, if they talk along with the community or if they just keep quiet. On which of course I'm quite keen to know.
Tasty.
I'm quite keen to know if what is the best preference off of it, because okay, I may have joined the community, or should I say joined YouTube quite late. I know I've had an account for X amount of years, but that was just for listening to music, and I never had the confidence, like with other YouTubers, to be able to do content such as this. And it's only just until now. You know, I could have done this about a decade and a half ago, but I just never had the confidence at the time. But as you saw, me old gaming darlings, that we just managed to get ourselves a red gashapon. So something super rare is going to be given to us. So fingers crossed, it's gonna be a really good one. There's a crate up there. Wonder what that's gonna hold. just run. Pac-Man, Pac-Man, kick the backpack in the face.
Tasty.
We've got ourselves the 5th melon, so that leaves us now 1 more orange and 1 more melon and 1 more gashapon. So we are making some very, very good progress, me old gaming darlings. And I think there is a hidden fruit down there. Oh no, it's just a pack point. Still get them, because they can be worth something for like on the point side, and as well as if you're trying to collect the coins to be able to get more gashapon. There's another crate there. I wonder what that's going to be filled with.
Yummy.
And we've got all the oranges, so that only just leaves us with the melon and the gashapon. Now where this last melon is going to be is only a question that Mother Teresa can only ask. No, I'm not that religious, but sometimes a little bit of faith can give you some form of guidance. Like as if Mother Teresa plays Pac-Man. She might have, just don't know what she gets up to. And of course, we've got 2 more crates here, pellet, and a pack coin. Nice. Still no sign of that last melon, and I think it could be towards the end. But we will see in due course. One more time with the metal pack pellet.
Tasty.
We've got our last melon, sweet as banoffee pie, me old gaming darlings. So that does mean we just need 1 gashapon left. It's got to be inside here. And it is! And it's a purple one, so we've done very, very well. That's a long tightrope. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this with my eyes closed. So 3, 2, 1. And nicely done. I thought it was going to fall off at the very end. So of course, again, no 100%, no deaths, because I can't claim a no death because I have died once. But however, we've got all the fruits and the gashapons, and of course we've got a record of 17,360. And if you, my gaming darlings, can do better, leave a comment down below as well. So of course we managed to collect all the fruits and defeat all them enemies. That is pretty awesome. What did we get out of this one? The Killer Frog Gold. Fantastic. And we also got Pac Buddy in silver. It's a nice little collection that we're building up. So of course the next thing that we need to do is of course collect is obviously do the time trial. We'll try to collect bronze medal at least. So of course, without further ado, what have we got to do for the time trial? To get gold, we have to do this in under 3 minutes and 10 seconds. To get silver, you have to do this under 4 minutes and 45 seconds. But to get bronze, which looks very generous, is that you have to complete this and get the ending time in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. That's probably because of all the tight ropes and that, so it's going to try and put you pressure to run straight through. Well, we shall see. We shall see. But anyways, me old gaming darlings, let's waffle it and let's continue with the time trialing. So remember, we don't have to worry about all the other missions because we've done so. So... You can try to do this without metal pack pellet if you're that conscious of the flames, but just it might take you a little bit of time. But looking at all these different times, it looks like it's like some of them were in crates, but time is of the essence. Can't always nitpick for perfection. That's what I meant to say. Mind you, this level was quite a big level. Don't get me wrong. And quite a fun level too. Oh, that was nearly. That was nearly. That was also nearly. Well, where on earth's the... Got myself a little bit lost there. That's why. Need to jump myself back or something. I think we lost a little bit of time, but I'm hoping that we still have enough time to at least get bronze. Don't burn yourself. Seriously, it's not worth it. I don't think you get any extra time for kicking the enemies. No, you don't. But let's hope. We've got all the times there. That was quite nice. For a bit of an achievement. How can Pac-Man be still smiling when he gets hit? That makes me question that. And luckily, we just managed to sneak with that. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Come on. Yay! Yes! I just butt bouncing like we just don't care. Now where's that going to lead us? Somewhere. Oh, you don't say. Did we have to go all the way down to the bottom? No. Oh, I can see why it's been over generous on the 9 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a bit of a problem. Hopefully we'll get there still just enough time. One, two, three. Butt bounce on that spider. Yeah, of course you have to get up to that highest platform right there. But you need a butt bounce for that thing. Kick that spider. Oh no, that's bad. Good lord, I don't know my animals. I don't think the spider. Don't think the bat. Oh my god, why am I getting so confused if I'm bats and spiders? That's another question. But noticing through, how many of these timers that we've collected is quite impressive. So I think we're quite comfortable. We may not get silver. I doubt we will. But I think we've made some good progress in actually getting bronze. Bronze is better than nothing. I can tell you that much, my old gaming darlings. So of course just jump on over and then swiggity swoody catch that boom. Nearly with that. Jump across here, jump across here. Nice, he does it. Nice little timer there. Nearly. Wow.
All right.
I think it's only going to be bronze. They want to add on an extra minute for fairy mode. Really? Well, can't complain. Because at the end of the day, we got bronze. So, ain't nothing wrong with that, I suppose. But with flipping hell, Pac-Man, you look like one of them fruit salad sweets. Oh, no. No. Just no. But as you can see through, we've completed all the missions and all the fruits here. Who's randomly dropped me a message, and of course, it's our good friend, New England Crypto. So bear with me 1 second, my old darlings. I'm just going to drop a message to my good friend, New England Crypto. If you are into cryptocurrency or anything, it's worth you dropping a visit on his page, which of course I'll drop a comment on it just so that you all know where to find them. So 1 second before we go into the stream, continue on with the streaming. Anyways, Sorry about that, me old gaming darlings. Let's get back into the gameplay of it all. So we have done what we've all asked in the missions, but we haven't managed to achieve no deaths. I can't claim on that, I'm afraid. It doesn't work like that for when you're doing the time trials, so unfortunately, that ain't gonna be the case. But anyways, we are now going to be facing Inky, which I think is the blue one. I think it's the blue one. Because Pinky was the pink one. But anyways, what do we have to do? So, to be able to get our reward in the boss fight of Inky's Whimsy, you have to clear the stage without losing a life. We have to also obtain bronze or higher in the time trial mode against the boss. So, with that being said, we have to play this boss fight twice. So, of course, without further ado, me old gaming darlings, let's Inky's Whimsy.
Let's go.
And even Pac-Man's optimizing on that. So, well, we don't have to travel far because, oh, and it is blue. So it looks like we're going to have to drop all the way down.
Inky, give the fruit back and I'll let you off the hook. No questions asked. What do you say?
Over my ectoplasm, you're not getting the golden fruit, Pac-Man! Spooky gave me explicit orders to take you down. Too bad for you, but your journey ends here!
That's a nasty little ghost. I'm out. Really?
His being airborne leaves me pretty flat-footed.
Don't think you have much choice, but just try to work out how you actually defeat Al Mecha. Just run, run, run. But it looks like we've got to jump over to where he is. Sorry guys, I'm just going to talk to my wife in Japanese. このボスファイトのみヘクだよ。So we've got to do this about 5 more times. And yes, as I was just asking telling my wife that I'll just have a cup of coffee with her after I do this podcast. So I think we can only go over when the red arrow appears. So that's 3 times, and I think it may go to overdrive now.
There we go. How do you like that?
Bah! You think you've won? The show's far from over, Pac-Man! You haven't seen my Olmec's full
But yeah, me and my wife
potential.
have
Get ready to
our
become a
conversations in
Pac pellet!
Japanese. She's been very supportive. Very supportive. Ever since we started dating, very supportive of me. And even when I said to her about well, I was thinking about doing this YouTube channel, it's very understanding. Cares about me. You know, really does care about me. So I don't know why I can say that properly. Right. trying to... So we can only really attack until the arrow indicator points out at us. Just got to do one more hit. It looks like one of these got a missing eye out of this. No, he won't let us get to that last hit. Come on. And we've managed to do the boss fight without actually dying. But 15,000 points is pretty awesome.
All right!
Aha. Nice, and because we get no deaths out of it, which I can claim on this one, then of course you get a little something out of like another 2,000. So, with that being said, that is the max you can earn on 17,000 points. So clear the stage. So if we manage to do this within the time trial, then of course we get to unlock Pac-Mania. To be fair, I've never played Pac-Mania before, so that might be worth a little something to try to cross through. Oh, but look at all the strawberries out there. Really does make me want to pick them out. Can you actually get them? Oh wow, you can actually.
Tasty! Tasty! Yummy! Yummy! Ha! Yummy! Tasty! Yummy! Yummy! Ha!
But less of that for the moment, because what we'll do... No, that's our first world, so we need to go back to... No, I think we do need to go back through this way. Let's go to the mapping, actually. Because I know it's gonna... I don't want to walk into the third mapping just yet. That's for another video. So of course we want to go all the way down here. So we've got to do this within a greater time of 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Do you think we can do this, me old gaming darlings? I'm sure think we can. So 3, 2, 1, let's go! So of course, touch the time for get ready for time trial mode. We've got a hit out of him, that's nice. lay our second hit on him. And it's just one more before they go into the next level of difficulty. Come on, show us the red arrow. And they have. Well, hey!
There we go. How do you like that?
Bah! You think you've
The
won?
good thing is
The
that
show's
when you're
far
doing the
from
time
over,
trial on
Pac-Man.
these boss fights,
You
they do
haven't
actually
seen
stop
my Olmec
during the
full
cutscenes.
potential. Get ready to become a Pac pellet.
Let's get it on with the boss fight for the last 3 hits. There we go. Waiting on that red arrow to come about, and it's very helpful in fact doing it. Oh, well, it didn't give us a red arrow to point out that time. Interesting. Nicely done, but I don't think it's enough. Sorry to say, I don't think it's enough. Luckily, the time's not ticking still. Did we do
All
it?
right.
Did we do it for a bronze? Oh, with plenty of time, but just over 45%. Well, okay, it was definitely not close to a silver, but we managed to get it through for a bronze, which I'm quite happy with. And with that being said, we managed to unlock Pac-Mania. Happy days to that. So, meow gaming darlings, just putting this through onto chat. Those who are currently watching right now, and of course, who have been watching since the start of this stream, I just want to say thank you so much for joining along with me. I do appreciate this a lot. So of course what I next tend to do in the next stream is of course go for World 3. Probably may do the extra recording in regards to on some of the arcades and that, but I'm not going to include it on the live stream. It depends if anyone's requesting to see what they go through. But anyways, whatever you ask, If there's anything, then of course, just drop a comment. You know where this channel's at. But anyways, more importantly, if you did enjoy this live stream, then of course hit that like button. And of course, at the same time, if you've got any comments, if you've got any games you recommend me to give a try, or anything else, hit the comments section down below and comment away. But most importantly is that if you are new to Rio Gamer 88, then of course hitting that subscribe button will help us bring a lot closer to the 100 subscribers total. So I'm hoping this will have some outcome on it. But without further ado, me old gaming darlings, take care of yourselves and each other. Ta-da!
You